All right, practice sessions in the books. I'm actually in the room right now, and we're gonna get ready to go down and watch some of the A squad. And actually, I did go down and watch a little bit of the A squad already after practice. I saw that my bigger, stronger bowling balls were actually the way to go. I didn't have much with anything weaker, and playing straighter was definitely not an option, which is unusual for this event. Usually at the Masters, they like to force you to play a little bit straighter, get your angles up the lane, use some weaker bowling balls with some surface, and just kind of keep it in control. But that just doesn't seem to be the case today. Maybe I'm wrong, but after watching the first game of A squad down there, I don't think I'm wrong. I'm talking with some of the ball reps and stuff, Brett Spangler, and just kind of going over what we're seeing. It was very much so the people who were trying to play right of 10 were either out the window or through the face, and it was just, there's so much hangover there with how flat they are on the right. They actually, it looks like they're trying to force you to play in a little bit. So for me in practice, I had my Gem, my Trident Odyssey, and my Nova all pin up, all 45-degree first angle, and they varied a little bit on the third angle. Some were 30 degrees. I think the Gem was 30 degrees, and the other two were 45 degrees. So, but I was in that tube of between 18 and 25, and I could throw it to the right. You couldn't get it right of like probably 7 or 8. You kind of had to be, you had to be good with it. You had to get your hand a little bit around it to be able to get it to go through there. But I had hold a little bit in, and I had bounce to the right. So my look was pretty good in practice. And watching, you could see Dom Barrett started with Purple Hammer trying to play that 15-16 range and go around the lane just a little bit, but it wasn't the play, and he bailed on it. I think in the 7th frame he switched, or the 6th frame he switched to a Black Widow Ghost, big ASIM Pearl, and moved way left. He got into like 20, and he went flat 10 sheet for 2-0. So the beginning of his game was not very good. You see a couple of guys trying to play right, trying to play 13, 14, 15 with urethane, not having much success with it. So I don't think urethane is going to be the play unless you can play the gutter. I think if you went up the lane about 2-3, it looked okay. I had a pretty good look with the Purple Hammer doing that. But outside of that, especially for me in the burn squad, we're going to be way left. I'm probably not even going to be using the bigger balls to start. I'll probably end up in my Zen or my Dark Code, because they're going to be broken down, because you see a lot of guys moving left, bailing on playing further right already. So that's not a bad thing. That's not anything to worry about. I think it's going to be worse for B squad coming up in the next couple of days. I think it's going to be worse because my squad for sure will start further left, especially after watching these guys struggle to start trying to play right. Nobody's gonna try to play right. We're gonna be bailing on it and going left immediately. So good luck to the B squad, the burn squads for the next couple of days. They're gonna be pretty rough. They might be rough for us too, but yeah, Gem, Nova, Dark Code, Zen, Trident Odyssey, those are the balls for the day. And then a Purple Hammer for a spare ball if I absolutely need to use a spare ball. Otherwise, I might bring out like an IQ Tour to be able to play the burn a little bit. If I need something a little bit slower, a little bit weaker, we'll see. That'll be the ball to go to. I tried my 3D offsets. They were just a little over under, a little bit too weak. I couldn't quite get it to do what I wanted them to do. They either overhooked or underhooked. So that was not really an option there. I got a couple other balls I could kind of play around with, but I'm gonna stick with my core. I'm gonna stick with my gut here, and I'm just gonna go make good shots and see what we got. But let's go take a look at some of the action down at the lanes.
Charlie. So we bowled 210. You look pretty disappointed with the 210, but I was sitting back talking to Brett, and I thought that was actually a pretty good start, even though you didn't get what you wanted the second shot in the 10. What did you see the first game compared to the second game, where you just bowled basically 240, 230, 237 to get you to, what is that, 47 over? So I think that's a pretty good start.
Yeah, it is. Like you said, you know, a little disappointed in the first game. I just forced a few shots, you know, nothing new with me. My anxiety gets going. You know, now we got a few frames in. I'm a little more relaxed and calm. I'm starting to make better shots, and I'm seeing it a little better. Biggest thing right now is I'm losing the fronts, so I just got to try to make sure that I stay ahead of that and just stay soft and just keep opening my angles up, because the more I open my angles up, the better my ball reaction is. As soon as I fight it a little bit, I actually create more transition for myself. So I actually will hit it harder, and then that forces my ball to read earlier, and that's when I get confused. So
yeah, it looked like you moved quite a bit left compared to the first game.
I did.
I saw a lot of people try to play straighter, and then they bailed on it quick. And you're up against the ball return game too already, and it looks good. I said it from the beginning. That's probably where it needs to go, and that's where everybody's going to be from here out.
Right. And I definitely think it's just you just go left. You got to keep going left and make good shots.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very gettable, but they are a little tricky. So still got to make good shots, but they're definitely scoreable right now, and I need to start taking advantage of that.
All right. Good luck. Oh, good.